Hello everyone, this is my YouTube channel about my violin progression. My name is Andre and I am an adult beginner. I will show you guys, this is my violin. Got this one, this is a Cecilio violin from Amazon. So it's a very inexpensive violin. However, I am very grateful for it because it does make sound, and it did come with a bow and everything. So I'm able to play. And this is the studio here. I have, as you can see, I have one candle right now for light. I do not currently have electricity in my apartment, so I'm making this candle work. Um, and for this first video, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm just gonna be doing my scale or doing my open strings, and maybe just talking a little bit about why I'm so passionate about the violin, or why I have this channel. So the reason why I have this channel, I don't want to make myself look too over the top. The reason why I have this channel is because I fell in love first off, I fell in love with classical music through Mozart first. And I've been listening to Mozart for, I don't know, maybe 3 months now. And then I started getting really into the violin. And then I started seeing people play pop music on the violin. And that got me even more motivated to play the violin. So I decided to basically ask my dad, say, "Hey, Dad, can you help me get my first violin so I can get started playing the violin?" And this is the first violin that I have gotten, and I am very happy with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play my open strings. And the purpose of this channel is to be a progression channel of how I progress as someone who I would call myself, I don't know. I would say I'm a violinist because I really do enjoy the violin. I do also enjoy the piano as well. But there's something about the violin that really just spoke to me, and that's why I chose it. So, let's do this. So I've been playing for about maybe a month now. I've had this violin for about a month. So when I'm working on the open string, when I'm playing the open strings, this is the open G string here. This is the G string. I want to keep my bow straight. I want to be able to see my bow. I want to have good posture, of course. And and the comment section is the reason why there is the comment section is because I am open to criticism, constructive criticism. Please tell me how to hold my instrument. Tell me like what you think. But until then, I'm just gonna do what feels good for me. And I have built a makeshift shoulder rest, so I've already learned how to do that. So I'm already kind of in the groove of things when it comes to this. So yeah, I played the G string a couple times there. Of course, we're gonna move forward, do some more. Not sure what we're gonna do next. I'm guessing the D string was next. That would be appropriate. So let's do the D string. And one thing I want to focus on is just having the smoothest bow that I can have. As you could hear on that one, there was some reverberation. And that's something that I'm trying to learn to do, is have a smooth bow. I move on to the A string. Right now it's just repetition, repetition, repetition. Is doing as many, really just as many open notes as I can to just be as consistent as I can be with the open notes. Let's see if I can adjust my earbuds here. So here we go. Let's adjust my earbuds just a little bit. It's good to have them. I hope the sound is working well, because I want to make sure that you know that it is my sound. The sound is being picked up. So now that I have the chord out of the way, that's a lot easier for me to play. Now I can move to the A string. Comment down below, what's your favorite string? What's your favorite open string to play? Mine is probably the G string, or the D string actually. Mine's probably the D, right there. So here's the A. Beautiful. And something that I want to mention before I continue with my open string practice is, first of all, I did not know how beneficial open string practice was until I played Twinkle Twinkle before doing open string practice, and then played Twinkle Twinkle after playing open string practice, and realized I sound a lot smoother and just more, just better after doing open string practice. Just being able to get the bow, the bow down and everything. So I do want to mention, for my own record, that I do have a violin log, which I have began as of today. Today is April 2nd. Right now it is 10:30 at night. But earlier today I did 10 minutes of open string practice, like just 5 minutes and 5 minutes. And just now I did, only a couple minutes so far, but my purpose for this channel, and as well as this log, which I'm going to be going through with this channel, and once again I want to apologize for the lack of lighting in this first video. I know that the first video of a channel is, pretty important, but I really enjoy playing the violin this time, just because it's just, I don't know, it's just like my creative time, like before bed is just really when I feel like playing. So I love to play. And a little bit about myself is that I recently moved to a ranch where I grow my own fruits and vegetables. And my parents are very fortunate that they receive passive income. They have like really great investments in real estate. And what that means for me, I'm currently living in a basically in a house on an apartment, or on a property where my parents live on this property, but I live on a separate house. So what that means is that I don't really have any neighbors, so I can be loud. I can play loud, which is great, right? But what else that means is that I have a lot of free time, and part of my like late teenage years, I had a lot of free time on my hands, and it's been like, you know, I don't. It's been great. It's been really good, but there's been a lot of times where I didn't really know like where to go for inspiration or what to do with my free time. So as of lately, like I've been really getting into farming. I also am doing like yoga as well, which is which is possible to be profitable to to help sustain my passion. But the thing that I wanted to mention is really my passion, like since listening to Mozart, like Mozart has changed my life. And that's why like I'm learning to play the violin, I'm learning to play the piano, I'm even learning to play the guitar. And one thing that I want to mention for anybody who likes an instrument is, as much as you like an instrument, it's really great to be able to switch from one instrument to the other. And what I mean by that is that there's so much similarity in every instrument, because you're going to learn the scales, you're going to learn the notes, and you'll be able to translate one instrument to the other. So, as much as I like to maybe play the violin all day, it is so awesome to have access to an electric keyboard, right? That I can play on just for fun. And then same thing with the guitar, that I can play on just for fun. So that's what I did today. Was I actually played the guitar today and I played the keyboard today. But the thing that I want to mention is that my like I am dedicating my life to playing the violin. Like I don't know where it's gonna take me, where the violin is gonna take me, but there's something about the violin that really spoke to me. And it's funny, like I play the violin now, and I already like I pick up a guitar and I'm able to play the guitar because I've been playing the violin. But what's interesting is I used to actually play the guitar, or I used to try to play the guitar, and I was not as good. So I think that's something that will tell you about like why the violin is such a great instrument. Is from my own experience, I've been playing for a month, and just playing the violin, I've been able to pick up the guitar, and for some reason I've been able to play the guitar. Even though I never played the guitar, I've only played the violin. I have also played the piano a little bit, but what I want to mention is that at least for me, the instruments are translating. Like the piano translates to the violin translates to piano, and so on and so forth. Um, and honestly, I'll be honest. Um, it's good to have a couple different instruments on hand. That way, your hand gets tired, and move on to a different instrument for a little bit. And this is an open E. And comment down below what you guys think of my studio here. Here I got the candle right here. I will have lighting one day, especially if I play during the day. This place gets all lit up, but for now it is the candlelit scenery. For me, it looks great. On the camera, it doesn't show up as well. For me, it's very nice. also another thing I wanted to mention is that when it comes to getting your first violin, if you're like me and you are just absolutely impatient, you want something right away, buy buy the cheap one off Amazon that has good reviews obviously, but just get started. Just get started. That's like literally is what I would recommend to anybody, because in this month of playing, I've already learned a lot more than I would have, like, you know, saving up for my first like German violin, right? Which I am looking at buying one already. And by German, I mean just like an older violin that it comes from Germany. Still classified as a student violin, but miles better than this one, according to ChatGPT. I talk a lot to ChatGPT for advice and stuff like that. I absolutely love the D string. And the sound of this violin, this is a Cecilio violin. Come on, for $100, comes with the bow and everything, guys. If you want to learn to play violin, just do it. Another thing I want to talk about to anybody who wants a life of their dreams. This is like so, like cliche, and like everybody wants a life of their dreams is kind of is how I what I believe, right? And the thing is, like, if you really want the life of your dreams, you have to only be able to compare yourself to yourself, because you need to realize like how far you have come, because that's so important for mental health, is really feeling secure with who you are. And yeah, that was just something that I wanted to mention, is just feel secure with who you are, and take everything step by step, and um be like excited, be grateful, and be, what's it called, just be like, celebrate the baby steps is what I would say. Like, celebrate like the smallest little steps that you're making to the life that you desire. Like, please, like, tune into like how grateful you are for making that first step, and then making that second step, and like choosing that path that you want to choose, because um yeah, you know it's like, I don't know. This is what happens. I love the violin so much. I wanna talk more than I wanna play. So with that being said, I will play a quick riff of Ode to Joy. Then I will play a quick riff of Twinkle Twinkle. Cabbage, which I believe is a fiddle tune. This is the name of the fiddle tune. Then I'll play French folk song. So I know, yep, and then we'll go back to Ode to Joy. It's one of my favorite songs so far. Back to Twinkle Twinkle. And because I did, let's see, I did, I'll write down 5 minutes of open strings and then 5 minutes of practice songs. So this is for my first day here. So we can also add in down here at the bottom. So this is just my log here. So I'm gonna add in down here at the bottom, like write down, keep track of everything that I've been doing. So at 10:30 p.m. I did 5 minutes open strings, and then 5 minutes songs, and it was Ode to Joy, Ode to Joy, Twinkle Twinkle, Twinkle Twinkle, boil cabbage, French folk song. Okay. Anything, and then I'm gonna write down just basically anything that came to my mind while doing that. Something that just continues coming to my mind is practice open strings. strings, and play slow. It helps. It helps. Okay, so we can go into the next page. That was kind of our first log. This is all like book study right here. Book study. That's something to keep in mind. This is all like book study. Over here is all book study stuff. Okay. So then I also did kind of a background, and why I chose violin, why violin is my joy or passion. I am a beginner who wants to play very well. Goals of playing Bach, inspired by the greats, and by the instrument itself and its possibilities. There we go. Hillary Hahn. Peter Lee Johnson. Set. Obviously, Mozart and Bach. YouTube. Artists.